Okay, I want to talk about mass shootings for a moment here, and I want to talk about the conflation with Islamic terrorists and stuff like that. Well, let's be honest. There's a lot of mass shootings going on in America right now that have gone on. I guess to say, like we had those two recent shooters, which we're not going to conflate them with terrorists because they're white. But am I going to sit here and backpedal and be like, there might be a small suggestion of Islamic terrorism existing within the world? So let's focus for a moment here on like Europe. You hear about like a Islamic related attack about every other week over there. So let's compare the two together and just like, okay, United States, do we have a problem with Islamic terrorists? Not as much as you would like to believe, I think. Yeah, we had 9/11 happen. We had the anthrax scare. We had a few shootings here and there. Do we want to keep closer watch on our borders? Definitely. Have we had a few rose up the tally marks with a few shooters who kind of, yeah, we kind of danced around the subject. We kind of tiptoed it with the media, and we're just like, well, he was a sort of olive skinned man. He was a Latino looking man who stabbed all these people. Yeah, we absolutely do that. We absolutely do that. We every time, when like an attack does happen and they do happen to be a certain religion or ethnicity that kind of points towards the Middle Eastern proximity of the world, we're kind of tiptoeing around the subject. We won't ever flat out say it, and that's just the weirdness of it that distracts me from having any comprehensive thoughts for a while, where I'm just like, why are we so fucking why are we so spontaneous to these responses, and we just come up with these ambiguous tales of how many shapes and colors, sizes and sexes and genders and identities that people can have when we just can't flat out fucking say something. It makes me think. It makes me think that the whole demoralization thing is, a useful product to our government, where I think our government is not as conspiratorial as most people, such as Alex Jones, would like to believe. I don't think there's the interstellar child molesters. I don't think there's a sex slaves on Mars or something like that. I do believe in demons, though, and the demons speak to me every day. I hear demons in my head. They're in this condo, and they're constantly surrounding me when I walk back and forth, speaking with them, talking with them, having long, drawn-out conversations with them while I'm looking for a fucking skillet to cook the goddamn eggs with. I absolutely believe in demons, and I do believe, like, if you ingest some sort of drug, or maybe you smoke some flocka, or you get a little bit juiced up on the bath salts, and suddenly you're running down the street, crashing your head through a car window and gnawing some man's face off. I do believe that the drugs sometimes, the certain particular drugs, they tear open those barriers, and they allow the demons inside you, and then you become one of them. So, but back to the case in point that I was trying to draw out here and sketch out, as beautifully and vividly as I can. Yeah, there's a problem with like jihadists and radical Muslims, but is it predominantly existing in America? No. Like again, I said, you go overseas, you look at certain countries, and you're hearing almost every other week that there's a problem with a certain person. Here I am again, being afraid to just point a certain figure out, like, okay, yeah, this person was, yeah, he was Muslim. He was Muslim. He might have been an extremist. Oh, he shot up a bunch of people. He might have been an extremist. We're tiptoeing around that subject again because we are just so cold, deathly afraid of fucking offending any certain individual. We here in the United States, yeah, one shows up every now and then. A mass shooter shows up pretty often lately, but the ones that are showing up tend to be white. But again, we're kind of looking into it in that conspiratorial sense, where it's like we have this the strange government, the way that the cogs are turning in their heads, and they're kind of looking down at the American society right now, just like, okay, we're just going to let all this happen, or we're just going to be weird and fishy about it, or we're just going to play dumb as usual. We're going to play dumb. Oh yeah, the terrorists crashed a couple planes into the towers. Ooh, we're so shocked. We're so shocked. We had no idea that would ever happen in a million years. Or, a mass shooting happens. Ooh, we had no idea that this person racked up this huge fucking running track of violent attacks, and if by no means he should have owned a gun, he's in the fucking FBI records, these classified records. Ooh, we had no idea. No, this is, again, the government fucking plays dumb. Every fucking time this shit happens, they play fucking dumb with you. And that is the real issue. It is not, I don't think it's Islamic terrorists. I don't think it's terrorists in general, because it doesn't matter if they're terrorists or not when they're fucking shooting people up. Does it fucking matter? What matters is the government plays fucking dumb every fucking time. Like George Bush, like, oh yeah, weighing it out. Dick Cheney goes off and shoots another guy in the fucking face. And then he forces that same guy to get on air and fucking apologize for it. You don't think something weird is going on with these fucking people out there? That they are not the incarnation of these demons I speak of. They don't need the fucking drugs for the demons to influence them, because the demons just fucking come in the world and they're just like, give me the power. It's so fucking weird, and everyone's just like demoralized. Again, like I said, they're fucking demoralized. They're fucking thrown into these pandemonious fucking rages, and they want to fucking sit there and blame everything on identities, and they want to create all these spreadsheets of genders and sexes and what have yous, skin types, this, that, and like, we're being stirred in the pot again. We're being stirred in the pot until we explode. That's, kind of my thoughts towards it. Holy shit, am I naked? Well, alright. Well, that was very good. I'm glad you guys came by this time. I'll see you later. I gotta put some clothes on.